When I do competitions or when I train for my grading, I sort of feel nervous.
Yeah, you do get the odd, people think I'm better than you and this and that. But if you really want to prove it, go on the competition, see what you got.
It's difficult. It's a long road from one tournament to the next, trying to prepare them to win. People don't really see what they're doing. Karate can change their life. I believe the level of expectation is, at the moment, fairly low. Because people in mainstream society look at their negatives rather than their positives. Now we're looking at taking somebody who's got a disability out to compete with the best disability people in the world. Are you ready for this Welsh Open? Because we want to win. What do we want to do?
Win. I want to win this.
What do we want to do?
Win.
Louder, what do we want to do?
Win.
You got it, right, be together. Ready? Say, we want to win.
Win.
Say, Basta done. Each. Three. Go.
For my training, I train twice a week with my karate class. I like to be a karate instructor for people in wheelchairs and show them how I do in a wheelchair, how you can do karate with a disability.
Blue has cerebral palsy, and he's been in a wheelchair ever since I've known him.
I'm determined to actually enter and give it my best. That's all I could say, because I wouldn't make it fair on other people, like saying I'm the best in the world, because that would be arrogance, which I'm not an arrogant person. It's blue, otherwise some people, every time they hear my name, they drop out.
Sean Ball is autistic. In learning disability, I would say that Sean is by a mile the best.
Show the community this is what I can do. As I don't mess around, I'm determined to win. I'm determined to do it.
We're a very competitive club, and the disability section, to be perfectly honest, is something that we want to dominate.
When you're nervous, that means you're focused on your karate. When you're confident and all that, you might mess up and.
The classic thing: if I'm stood behind the wheelchair and Blue's in the wheelchair, people will talk to me rather than to Blue. That's not something that's specific to Blue. That's just that's wheelchair users generally. If you ask most wheelchair users what they hate most about interacting with other people, most of them will say, right, don't talk to the person who's standing behind me, and don't pat me on the head.
There was someone from the WKF saying that that karate isn't for people in wheelchairs. And that was once stopping us doing competitions.
School, shall be nameless, wouldn't let Blue on the playing field. we found out after a term or something, but we go in and look about it. Right, school have reasoned that Blue's not allowed on the playing field. What happens if he falls over, if he falls out of his chair? So we've got 2 questions to that. 1, why would he fall out of his chair? And B, why would it matter if he did fall out of his chair? Oh, but we said, well, does he suffer from brittle bone disease?
That's Gang would I. And how I did is how look about Daisy does it. Because on the kicks you have to be like timing with it. Because it's all about control.
It has totally controlled his mood swings, his outbursts mainly. He had a bit of violence going on, like hitting when he was younger, and the difference in just about 4 years has just been amazing.
It's not how you do it, it's what you can do with your karate. That's what it matters. It's what you are inside, how you can create a masterpiece or a picture of it. Because karate is an art.
Good. Ready? So take your shoulder. Knee.
Very high, definitely very high. In terms of autistic, I would say that Sean is by a mile the best.
Although Sean is in control during karate, like many teenagers, he still finds growing up difficult.
I have emailed you 2. Who else is in my IT class? Sophie.
I know
Sophie's split into 2 groups. Those that I've emailed, okay, that you're in IT with, if you get logged on, I have sent you the Careers Wales updated job adverts.
That's okay.
Yeah, have you found something you're interested in?
Yeah, man, that's a lot of words.
I'll just have a look at this one.
Have a look at the skills required. Have you got the skills that they're asking for, okay?
What is this?
Campaigns manager.
What's a campaign?
I've mentioned a couple of them.
Yeah. Have you decided on one?
But
Something you could do right now.
I'm gonna go to the kitchen.
Yeah, you can go, yeah. Are you into cooking?
Not really, just a bit of a go.
Yeah.
So,
And explain why you chose the job. So why would you choose that job?
well, I just want to see what it's like.
It's like perhaps interested in doing
Yeah.
some cooking. Yeah?
Just having a good helper.
Yeah.
I'm a good team. I know what job I really want.
That's a good word, isn't it?
Yeah, should I put vacancies to make your career as well? She's like, it's made me more independent, made me more help to make me understand what like certain people with disabilities can do. And that's why this guy's helped me to understand on what people are and what they can do, what their disabilities are.
So just to sing, Rob and Sue's praises, that club is like a family. It's more than a karate club. It's for a lot of the disabled people who go there, it's a lifeline. It's a social lifeline. It really is.
Blue has just found out that one of his heroes is going to judge him in the competition.
Yeah, he doesn't treat me like I'm made of China or not that intelligent.
Joint. 10-year-old boys open. All those who competed for So why am I so behind medals for them all. They've been brilliant. Kid Coles. Jacob Rees, Harry Van Niekerk.
So, special needs character 14 plus. In joint third position, Tyler Foster. Joe Louis. And the silver medalist today is Sean Ball. This is for the wheelchair users Carter, and in silver medal position is Mandy Thompson. Very well done to you, Mandy.
Well done, fabulous.
And the winner of the gold medal and the PVM Cup is Blue Bumforth.
Well done, I've heard all about you. I've been speaking to your dad. Congratulations.
I've known Blue for a number of years. I was able to get him an off-road wheelchair a while back, and to see him progress and go on and move on, and to see him there, it gave me goosebumps, I have to be honest. You know, and don't tell me that people with disabilities cannot achieve. I've been pretty fortunate and pretty lucky. I competed in 5 Paralympic Games, and I've won Olympic gold, silver and bronze, and for a while.
We don't worry about Blue's future. You know, we know that he can do this. He can go to competitions in Glasgow. He can make it on his own to London to go competitions. He can make it across Cardiff to go to karate. We don't worry about Blue's future anymore.
This conviction with his moves, and I've even relayed that to him when we've been out the garden, and I've helped him that way. And when he wins, then it's like I had a bit of that with him, just helped him a little. Mega proud.